I just finished doing the slip heel and now I have to do the heel turn on the first sock dealing with the pink yarn. Hopefully I get it done. I cast on 48 stitches and I'm using a 3.5 millimeter and it's just a DK sock pattern, vanilla sock. So when I was picking up stitches, as you can see, there's quite a big hole there. I'm not gonna go back and frog. I'm just gonna sew it shut when I'm done because these are just for my partner and he can deal with a little bit of holes in his socks, I think. So I finished the first sock. You can see a loose stitch there, oopsie. And then you can see the holes there, oopsie. And I tested it out on my partner's foot and it was too small. Am I gonna frog back? No, I'm not. I'm gonna hope it blocks out, and if it doesn't block out, then my friend gets a pair of socks. Because I only have this much yarn left, which is not that much. I could weigh it out, honestly, and just like see, but I, again, am lazy. I'm not gonna do that. So we're just gonna hope that I have enough yarn to make a second sock, because I don't have another skein of this at all, because like I mentioned in my first video, the first skein and sock I made with this type of yarn I left on the bus and never got back. So this is my redemption arc and I'm currently failing. So but it looks good. I have my little, I don't measure, I just do a little stitch marker and then I just like put the sock up next to it, and when it finally reaches that point then I start the decrease, because I kept finding that I was just like stretching the sock to reach the measurement, and now I kind of have to like rest the heel and then measure it out. So yeah, but yeah, this side looks better, less of a hole. No, well, there are some weird stitches. Actually, that's just fluff. I am hoping that it kind of blocks out and looks a little bit better, but this is mostly artificial. It's only 40% wool, the rest is acrylic, so, or nylon. So yeah, I did 2x2 rib. I don't think I ever mentioned that. And I'm actually quite pleased with how it looks. So yeah. Time to start the second sock. As soon as I touch the string, Miss Baby's interested. Hey, you want to play with string? Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this. You see, I've done the first two, or 1 and 2 stitches rows. But I have this fun little notebook in which I write down all the rows that I need to. See, there's my first attempt at the pink socks. As you can see, I only keep track of the heel flap because, yeah, and that was wild. And then you can see how many projects I've done since then. There's the second attempt. So I forgot to write on, I always write on, cast on. Then you have the ribbing rows you have to pay attention to. I'm only 10 there. And cuff. And heel turns. And I am on row 2 of the ribbing. And I always for me, I always just click what row I'm on or I am about to start. As you can see, there's the Incredibles blanket that I did start and then immediately got bored of. So that project vlog probably be in like a year when I actually finish it, if I do actually finish it. But so far, this is the socks. Well, we'll be working on that. So I have made so much progress on this sock since I last filmed it. Last time it was like here and now it is here. 2 days have passed. Unfortunately, one of the days my wrist was hurting, so I decided to take a break off of knitting. But yeah, we have the slip heel and then the heel turn. Not as bad. There's still a little hole. And here, the hole's not as bad as the other one, I don't think, but still a bit loose. But I'm currently working on the gusset right now, and hopefully I'll be able to get this done today. Just in comparison, sorry, just grabbing. Here's the other sock, and so I only have that much to go, which isn't too bad. I could probably get it done today if I focus really hard. I was hoping to get it done by yesterday because my partner left this morning to go out for work for 3 weeks. But I then realized, oh, I would have had to block it and then he wouldn't have had them. And then I also kind of made them small, which I'm now regretting because I have this much yarn left. I definitely could have made it longer, but I'm not going to go back and redo it, because I can just make my partner another pair of socks and these can go to my friend who has smaller feet. But yeah, still chugging away at the sock, hopefully getting it done today and on the blocking mat, or blocking, well, not really mats, but you know, sock blockers. But here it is. I'm just watching YouTube and knitting. That's my plans for today, because my job doesn't start until a couple days from now. So yeah, I like how it looks so far. I think the color is really pretty. It looks more pinkish in real life. The camera is making it look a bit white, but it definitely has a softer pink color. Definitely a cooler pink, but pink regardless. So I've just finished the second sock. So here's the whole pair. I think they both look okay. Obviously this part right here I'm not too happy with, and I know it's probably not going to block out, but it is what it is. But I do have a little bit of yarn left over. Not enough really to make anything with, so it's probably going to go in for my student stash, which counts as me destashing it. So that is one skein of yarn that is now a project that is now destashed. So that's very reassuring, even though it's only one, but soon there will be more. There's my socks. They are going to be soaked and then blocked, and then I will update you once they are fully blocked. So I've set up the socks to block now, and Miss Toast is just playing with the dangling strings. And so hopefully when they're blocked, I'll take them off and I will talk about them. Okay, and welcome to the end portion of this vlog. Here I have the socks on the sock blocker, and I'm just going to remove them and just talk about them for a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a few minutes, because I don't think I have much to say about this. I've made this sock pattern multiple times before now. I actually have it memorized, so I don't really look at the pattern anymore. I do still need to weave in the ends, but I will do that later. But here are the socks. It's just the DK vanilla socks. It is in the color blush for Estelle double knit. And I'm hoping it blocked out enough that my partner can actually fit his feet in them because, as I said, they were a bit small. You can see the uneven stitches did not block out. I was not expecting it to, but they did not. And this one looks a little bit better on that side. But they are done. The pattern is super easy to follow. I sort of do it my own way because I've been making socks basically since the beginning of knitting, and I've been making rather vanilla socks DK weight since the beginning of starting to knit. I use my 9-inch circulars because I prefer knitting in the round over dual points or magic loop. I actually hate magic loop, so I prefer just the circulars. I bought them specifically to make socks, so I just really enjoy that. I just keep lifting them up. What do you think they're socks? We'll do a little glamour shoot afterwards. I'll put filters and stuff. I probably won't. They are a 48 stitch cast on, so the medium size of the DK pattern. I did this partially because the big size I made my partner last time and they were too big. And then I ran out of yarn for that one, and I was really worried about running out of yarn for this one because I didn't have an extra skein, which is why I made them so short. But I'm just hoping they fit his feet. This got rid of one ball of yarn, not the whole thing. I do have a little bit left that will be added to my school stash, so when I'm a teacher and I'm teaching children how to knit, they can just use that. I did a 2x2 ribbing, which actually looks really good. My ribbing used to look really poor when I was twisting my pearls. Obviously it looked bad, but now it actually looks quite nice. And then slip stitch heel, and just regular gusset. And here they are, so beautiful, so done. My tummy just grumbled. I hope you didn't hear that. Look at that, so beautiful. Imagine there's like some pop music playing, but I can't actually play it because there's royalties and stuff and I'll get copyright claimed. Pretty.